as you saw, that girl, she's like the sweetest girl ever, you know. She's the sweetest girl ever, and like she's from Venezuela, and all we like Venezuelan Colombians are just really sweet. And she got robbed. I mean, what kind of guy robs a girl? You know, what kind of like four guys. The thing is, I was in my hotel. I'm not sure if that was her because I heard a scream in my hotel room. No kidding. Last week though, but I think I met her. She was in the other video, so I'll share back to the other video because I think I could tell that video after. But I heard midnight a scream in my room, and I immediately got up. I immediately got out of my bed, got changed. I was lazy. I wish I got out at night, but you know, like I said, Paraguay makes you, you know, it gets too comfortable, and I have some regrets about not going out because it just gets too cozy, too comfortable here. You know, you drink 10 a day, and so yeah. And the police here, like the police here over there, you see them all the time, but I think around midnight they just disappear, which is weird because that's when all the people come out, all the. But I've been out after midnight and I've had to run away. I see people, like two people. There's always two people, more than one, and they usually try and block you. Go hola, gringo, hola, and they try and block you, your path. And as soon as anyone comes up to you after midnight, you just run. I run. Yeah, I've had to do that about 3 times after going down to a nightclub. But yeah, I'm not sure if rapes happen. I'm not sure if this woman got raped, but I went outside. I was barefoot. I just did put on my shoes. I asked the person. He had to open up the lock because my hotel is locked. The front door is locked. It has a big cage in the front so it doesn't have people coming in, robbing everyone. So yeah, I went outside and just no one was there. So I was a bit worried. I'm gonna look it up, see if they have rapes or something here. Because the guys are desperate, I think. Because like I said. The girls, like I said, like the girls here usually just have the money when they meet people, and it kind of makes the guys kind of frustrated. Whereas in, I think Colombia, they're kind of more open-minded. I mean, like I said, like the girl in the other video that I said, you know, came back to my hotel room and you saw, you know, I mean, you know, the how to squirt, make a squirt video. We dressed her up in like, because it's more conservative country, so they take much longer. It's kind of like Argentina. Argentina, you have like kind of, you know, it takes. A lot of them aren't going to sleep with you the first night. You know, it's good because it's really family-oriented, conservative. Everybody knows everybody, and that's places. That's usually what happens when places which have hot girls. The guys always create a society that is really, you know, controlling, you know, either through religion, through people knowing, you know, so to stop, you know, people being free running around, and which is kind of understandable because people are running around everywhere getting STDs, you know. I was immature, you know, when I was angry at that, I was like, why can't people just be free and liberated? But I totally understand it, you know, nothing, if you want something worthwhile, you're going to have to take your time. Like the girl, she's probably the hottest girl she had the nice, I'm a legs guy, she had the nicest legs in all of Paraguay. And it took a lot of back and forth for her to come to my hotel room, like about a month of just, you know, talking what we're going to do. Because what I usually do is I usually set it up for a girl to come to my hotel if we're going to do photography. Because sex, anyone can have sex, you know, anyone can have kind of, you know, sex is like cake. I've done in Peru, you know, I think Peru, yeah, and North Brazil. I've had the whole hookup thing. I spoke to a girl on Tinder and said, you know, come back to the hotel room, we had sex. And a lot of the time I wish I just saved myself. I wish I saved my energy, you know. I'm big on, you know, I've been doing NoFap since 2000. I'm big on, and just, yeah, if I'm gonna have sex, and this is gonna sound strange, it's like weird, like Andrew Tate said. He said, I don't want sex for money or, you know, for my love. And I'm kind of at that stage now, so if a girl comes back to a hotel room, I usually want to do photography, you know, photography till she's gonna hopefully get her rich or get me, you know, get me rich, you know, for OnlyFans. And then, yeah, well, hey, do you want to get video para tú? Ah, gracias, señor, gracias. It's a really cool Paraguayan. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Cómo se llama? Cristian. ¿Tú eres paraguaya? Sí. Ah, ok. I'm vegetariano. I'm the only vegetariano here, yeah. Vegetariano gringo, so yeah. Solo huevos. Really cool. It was a really muy simpática. So it's really, yeah, they must be from the outskirts or something. But yeah, like, usually come around and we usually, so yeah, I've had sex, I think, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm getting old now, so I'm not like, oh, I need to have sex, When I was younger, you know, I was like that. But if I'm gonna have sex, it's got to be amazing. You know, it's got to be. So what I usually do, what I did with this girl, lots of back and forth. You know, I didn't have sex for like a few years, so which I'm kind of glad for. I wouldn't have had like lots of energy. I wouldn't have. You know, I had an STD scare once, you know, because I had unprotected sex, and I never want to go through that again. And so yeah. Look at this, this is really cool. This is the main street. This is amazing. Look at this. Wow. Muy linda. So yeah, if I'm going to have sex, it's got to be something that I've always fantasized about. So I dressed it, this girl came back, I said, let's make photography, let's dress you up. I bought clothes, all the clothes I wanted to have. So yeah, like, I'm not the kind of guy, I'm not going to have sex with a 4 out of 10, you know, and just, you know, I want to fulfill all my fantasies. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So I said, let's come back to my place. I'll buy some costume. Bought a school outfit. You know, clothes. It's really hot. I've always got, you know, these high heels to make the girl look really sexy. Nylons. You know. Really linda. And so yeah. And like fishnets and everything, and we did like, hola amiga, gracias. ¿Hablas inglés? No. I'll just go back. I do a video para YouTube via Todo Mundo, so it's a video para YouTube. So it's muy linda aquí.
Sí, muy linda.
¿Cómo es tu nombre?
Asunción. Sí.
I thought you were Scotia. You look, you're Rubia Cabello. I thought you were Scotia. Rojo, yeah. Sí. I'm Rubio Pequeno Rojo. Okay, gracias amigos. Gracias. Muy simpática. Ciao. Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, but this girl came back to my hotel. It took a lot of back and forth. Like in Argentina, he does that as well. It's a really far-oriented kind of place. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, and I see these people on YouTube, you know, they're sleeping with lots of guys or whatever, yeah. I'd rather, I don't know, I think I'm at a stage now where I'd rather have like a 10 out of 10 kind of girl, you know, and just, you know, sex once a year is good. I'm all about, I want to reach a plane where I have girls chase me, you know, I hate going out in nightclubs. I'm at a stage now where going out to a nightclub is stressful. So going out to a nightclub is, and stress kills sex, you know. If I go to a nightclub, I have to like work out before to burn off all the stress. And that kind of makes me, by the time I go out, I'm like, oh, I just want to go home and just have a pizza and just relax. And that's what happened in a lot of hookup, you know, at times, because this girl's going to see you naked, you're going to get naked. It's all a big delusion. You know, obviously you have to scare of STDs. So yeah, if I'm going to do it, I want to either get famous from it or, you know, get rich from it or have something that I can, at least memories, you know, because at the end of the day, we're all going to have memories. You know, we're all going to be old one day. So having sex without having it captured on film or something just seems like a waste of time, because if you want to have memories and then you can look at yourself and think, oh, what did I do wrong, what did I do right, you know? So yeah, and also you can get rich or famous from that, you know, make money from it. Don't tell anyone that, because that's what girls want as well. Girls can get horny, like here they get really frustrated, like they can get, because it's a city, it's a paranoid kind of city, so it feels like a cage. Whereas in Brazil you have like nature, adventures and everything like that, so you don't get as frustrated that much because you can let it all out by. Muy guapa. But here came in yesterday, they had a Mexican kind of stuff. Yeah, here. So sometimes you might speak to a girl and they just want online attention here. They get really frustrated and they just masturbate themselves in the bed because this is at Arsenal Q, one of the most famous clubs. That's the kind of club where it's much more relaxed here. Like you can go and you can wear trainers and a hoodie. So yeah, I came here yesterday and they had a good Mexican place. This is the main avenue, and this is Arsenal Q. think I did 1 or 2 videos outside of here where I met some cool girls. But yeah, that was really cool. That's really cool. This is downtown, and it must have people from all over Paraguay, because that girl that came up to me then, and the guy said hi. Usually they never do that, but they must have people from all around Paraguay. This is Arsenal Key, where it's much more relaxed kind of club. But I went there. I'm not going to go there again because everyone smokes marijuana here. That's the thing about Paraguay. Like, most people are stoned here. Marijuana is a big thing here. And that's why a lot of people stay inside and get really comfortable. And they don't turn up for dates because they're just so cozy. They're just so, same with me. I think I got high off the second-hand smoke. So recently I've not been going out. Whereas when I first came here, when I first arrived, I didn't have any second-hand smoke in my system. I was really, let's go out, let's go meet some girls, let's go on an adventure. But then when you get settled and people start to know you, you start to get a bit paranoid and stuff. So yeah. I think that's why I've become too comfortable here. Like, when I first arrived in Asunción, every single time I'm like, I have my vigor and my anger and my, from NoFap and everything, and my energy, which I use. But by the time I go out, I usually go to clubs and I usually smell the second-hand smoke. And the next day I'm like really hungry with the munchies, because it gets into my system really easily. It's the same with drinks. It's the same with drinking. If I have like half a drink, I get really drunk really easily. I think this is the Mexican place. No, it's not Mexican. No. Yeah, it's the Mexican place, yeah. Really good tacos, best tacos. Really amazing tacos here, really delicious. But we'll go back to the main street now, because I want to get a taco from another Mexican guy who's really nice. Because I was here last night, and the only person that spoke to me was foreigners, Mexican kind of guys, like the Venezuelan girl. She was like, hey, how you doing? Come over here, but Paraguayans aren't like that. Except for those 2 people we just met, those are rare. That came up to me. A lot of them are kind of keeps themselves to themselves. Because like I said, they live in an environment that's where everybody knows everybody, so they don't want to get the reputation of being a slut or anything. That's the big thing here. And I was in Barrio Constitución, and this guy said, be careful. So, amiga, do you want to be a YouTube video? Video para tú? Oh no. Okay, bueno. ¿Cómo su nombre? Oh no. Hola. Hola, muy guapa. What's your favorite thing to do in all of Paraguay? Yeah. Sí, Piquito, vives aquí por 2 años. But independente, so fala portugués, fala...
Hace 2 años.
¿Año?
Hace 2 años.
Yeah, 2 años aquí, pasado año, but vives en Rio de Janeiro por 2 años, so fala más portugués. Pues ven aquí por tranquilo, por 3 meses, and then regreso Rio de Janeiro para surf. ¿No hablas inglés? Ah, okay, no hablas inglés. Okay. Is it Arsenal? A las 8. Ah, okay. Cerrado ahora. Ah, okay. ¿Es bueno club? Muy bueno, okay. What's primero uno club aquí?
Sí, es por ahí más allá. Así que hay más también.
Ah, okay. Ahí vamos Carmelitas, Kingfish.
Sí.
Yeah, me gusta Kingfish. Aquí muy marihuana, muy loco, so I like. Bueno, gracias amigos. Gracias. Chao. But yeah, really guapa chicas. We have a huevos sandwich. Aquí, this is palmantito, super pancho. Yeah, so they're really big on meat here. I'm the only one who's vegetarian here. So like, that's good. Yeah, we'll go to the Mexican place. But this is basically a summary. As I'm walking through here, I'm summing up all of Paraguay here. So yeah, I remember I had one time where 2 Paraguayan girls came to my hotel the same day, including the one that I was talking about, the one that I took lots of pictures with, because they're very aware of the hookup culture, and they don't want that. A lot of them want to find a boyfriend. A a lot of them want to find a boyfriend to settle down with because, like I said, it's a very family-oriented culture. Obviously, you get girls who are really horny, you know, but as they get older, when they hit like 20s at 21, a lot of them do. They either want a boyfriend or a lot of them want money, you know, to do stuff, which is understandable. You've got to understand, you know, that you know, like, you can have sex, it's like cake, you know. So if I'm going to do something, I want to do it right. I want to find a girl that, you know, I can fulfill all my fantasy with. I'm not going to have like a, you know, people say, oh, you've only had sex once in the past 3 years. How are you doing that going around South America? Because she's not like a 10 out of 10, I'm not going to bother. I mean, really, because like one thing you need to realize is a 10 out of 10 that you see in a club, in a club, in your hotel room after all the stress of getting ready and shaving your balls and everything, and getting ready and being clean and smelling nice, back in the hotel. Back in the hotel room, she's without the lighting, without the makeup, without the filters and everything. She's probably a 3 out of 10, and no, probably like a 6 out of 10. That's the thing, because you know, people and obviously the different sexual positions and the smell of the sex, you know, the smell from you. So you've got every single time that's happened. A lot of the time it's happened, you know. You meet a girl in a club, you see her Instagram, think, wow, she's really sexy, and then you get really horny when you're in bed. But then when you go, after all the stress of getting ready for, you know, making it good and getting prepared for it, by the time it comes around, you usually see her through your eyes as a, you know, a 6 out of 10. But wow, look at this. Wow, really cool. Wow, bueno. Wow, this is so cool. This is the Mexican place here. Really cool place. It's got. So yeah, if you see a girl, this is like a 10 out of 10 on Instagram or something. In real life, in real life, it's different. So it's like probably. Oh, this is Venezuela. Yeah, Mexican Venezuela. But I was here yesterday and they had really good tacos here in the Mexican place. Really, really nice people. So these people are really approachable. Came up to me. That's probably like cheese and pastries and stuff like that, like a lot of them. Yeah, I was in Barrio Constitucion and this guy said that got to be careful because it's Barrio Constitucion, one of the favourite club here. And he said you got to be careful because a lot of the girls have STDs here and unprotected sex response, and I was really worried. One of the guys in it, oh that's the guy, yeah, he's a really cool guy. Really cool Mexican guy. He said we're going to get this one, the Mexican taco. I want some liver because I had some liver the other day. Hello, hola, are you two Mexicana? Hola amigo, hey, regreso por the taco again, so yeah. But yeah, I was here yesterday. He's from Oaxaca, which has the best meat in all of Mexico. I was working in Playa del Carmen 2016 and everyone was saying, I think it's pronounced with X, it has the best meat in all the world, like really chewy meat, but the best meat in all of Mexico. Everyone, it's like a special kind of meat that people were going on about all the time when I was in Mexico. So yeah, this is basically some. This is basically summing up all my time. This video in Paraguay. But yeah. See what Venezuela has. Venezuela has these. See this arepas. Arepas are like. Hola. Arepas are like. I think it's like pastry and cheese. Like a lot of them. That's all it's about. You know, pastries and cheese. It's like they have a thing here called. Mabuji or Maju, which is pronounced M-B-E-J-U, but it's a silent B, so it's pronounced Muji. It's like cheese, cheese and tapioca. It's good with like a cup of tea, but it has no really taste. Mexican food is probably much better, but here it's like the cheaper. The cheaper is cheese and pastry, which is good for like a cup of tea or after you work out, after being an all-nighter. They have selling cheaper all on the streets here. Like the street is completely empty after, well, not tomorrow, but here, because this is here all weekend. But usually the street is all empty, and at 5 a.m. they sell chipa and quesito con leche, which is like the cup of tea I was talking about, like a most tastiest English cup of tea. And yeah, it just tastes like nothing. Just like cheese and bread, but it sticks on the. It's like rock hard, so it sits on your stomach for like days. You can feel it. Hola, hola, amigas. Video para tu. Hola. Oh no, no me pasa. We chat. Oh, tienes nada, amiga. Tienes nada. Tienes nada. Disculpa. They usually give him. Yeah, but let's go get some liver. They have delicious liver here yesterday, so we're gonna go get that. But it really filled me up, the liver. It really kind of bulked me up because I went days without any kind of meat or animal protein. But here, this is the street where they used to have something like some kind of games, or selling geeky stuff like Dragon Ball Z figures and everything. So they usually have something here every single week, not just this. See, I don't mind like not having sex so much because, like I said, you've got to be careful here. The girls here just want money. If you're not rich, obviously they want sex as well, but anyone can get sex. You can just masturbate in your bed and just, like it's just like having cake. 1 minute it's pleasurable, the next it's not. Here's where you... Hola, student video. Wow. Hola, amigo. Hola. Stretching my shoulder after training. But yeah, anyone can have sex. So usually you gotta. Here's where they have the. I'm not sure if you can go in it at this time. We usually have military police around here, and you can't go inside it. But but it's open now. There must be a huge celebration going on. Hola. Wow, this makes me... I wish Paraguay is like this every month. Because usually this is how Brazil or Argentina is like, with lots of people all around celebrating. But this once a year celebration is really, really beautiful. Usually this place is completely empty every day. But here's where they have the famous tomb. I've got to look into the history of that. My uncle told me about the history of this tomb. I completely forgot about it. But yeah. But yeah, usually this place is kind of empty downtown, but obviously people from all over Paraguay are coming. That's why everyone's so nice now. Usually they're not so nice and friendly. Usually they get bad looks, people staring at me. Like that girl who got robbed, she usually gets that. I wish I had my proper camera, but my camera's run out of battery, so I've really had to resort to my phone. Yeah, I've never been to the back here. Measurements. Oh yeah, I'm really relaxed here. I usually
YouTuber?
Yeah, YouTuber, yeah. Vaya todo mundo para YouTuber.
Your channel?
Nameless. Yeah, my name is called Nameless. I couldn't think of a name, so it's just called Nameless. But I'll type it in for you. Do you want to be... ¿Hablas inglés?
No.
Oh, okay. picture of me doing that with a hat. Vaya ya a todo mundo. ¿Cómo se llama?
Albert.
¿Tú qué video para tú? Okay. Oh no. Okay. Hey guys, so we're here. Albert. Paraguay. Muy bueno.
Sí, excelente.
Excelente.
Sí.
¿Vives Asunción? Asunción, yeah. Usualmente es muy tranquilo aquí, pero ahora muchas personas para chicos.
Por la fecha de la independencia,
Sí.
mucha gente.
Ah, ok, that's good. Okay, gracias, señor.
And my name is English. Instagram?
Sí, ya. ¿Quién es? Where's mi nombre? Mi nombre es Aaron Gray. Usually they're not so cool and so friendly. I think it's because my energy's really relaxed today after my day, and usually I'm feeling like Mike Tyson after no fap. The semi retention, no fap usually makes me. That's the bad side about no fap. Usually makes me really angry and itchy, and I think that energy comes off. It's been. Oh no, they finished. They're Coldplay and Radiohead playing here. Coldplay cover, but now it's not here. But we'll go get living now. A lot of times, majority of times when I go out, I think I'm too stressed out. Usually before I go out for a night out, I usually train. So I need to go out just looking relaxed, because it's a really relaxed kind of environment. It's a really relaxed kind of environment. So, and everybody knows everybody. So usually when I approach people, it's not as good as when you approach people in Colombia. Everyone's so nice, so usually very, very conservative. You've got to be normal, It's kind of like Japan. These are really nice. They're like really cheap. 5,000 won. It's kind of like Japan. Like Japan is really conservative, but you've got to fit in a lot. And if you don't fit in, if you're kind of weird and stand out, then you get laughed at. But once I adapt, and I'm not like that. I just don't care, I stand out like for being weird and say what I want, say what I want. Here they have leche con queso, which is, I came yesterday, it was really beautiful. I wish I had my proper camera on me, because my camera is really bad at the moment, because I'm running out of battery on my camera, so I'm using this really old phone. So yeah, that's it. This is like probably the best of Paraguay. This is as good as Paraguay gets. It's not really touristic or anything, but this is as good as it gets for meeting people and having fun. Because when I go out to a nightclub, I have to look good. It's kind of like when you prepare for sex, when a girl just comes around to your hotel room for a vagina, as I call it. It's kind of stressful, but here it's really relaxing. Just chill out for a few days. Yeah, they had some liver here. I think that's the liver over there. Try and get some liver. That's some potato. Oh, that's it there. I think that's the liver. I came here yesterday for some liver, and it really made me feel so strong. Because obviously you are what you eat, and you eat liver and it cleanses your liver. I never used to have animal protein, but I felt really amazing afterwards. But anyways, we'll go to Kia de Fruta. Kia de Fruta, where we saw just before, was where I get my acai. It's really expensive though. The one you get acai without sugar, but it's like 70,000 G's. But the one without sugar, with sugar, is like 50,000 guarani. Because they're not used to having good food, or like Brazil. Brazil is great for food, for the pataya, the acai. But only just recently they've had a great acai come here from Kia de Fruta, and I'm in the mood for. And obviously I've got the munchies from the second-hand smoke here. The past few weeks. But yeah, the amount of times where I've been to a club and I've approached a girl and they've been like looking at me, they give me the eyeball and everything. But then I go to make a move and the guy or a girl comes up to me and is like, no, gringo, stay away, you know. So I think they see foreigners from the media and they think we're all, usually from the USA, you think we're spoiled or we're serial killers, you know. Well, Colombia gets a lot of foreigners, so they're used to foreigners kind of being cool. But I can't wait to do a video in Bogota airport. I'm going to try and approach me. There's a video about a guy who approaches 100 girls in one day, and I'm all about challenging myself. I want to do a challenge where I, see what I can do, see what happens. Because usually when I speak to girls, for a night out, I usually don't get in. Hey, hola amigo. Yeah, gracias, no. Gracias, really cool place. But yeah, I usually get really nervous, the first girl I approach, then I get warmed up into it. Like you saw me in Carmelitas, I was kind of stressed out, and involved a loud noise. And obviously I was always sweating as well, because in Paraguay, in summertime, it isn't good. Like people here, they're all dressed in coats and everything. I'm the only one in shorts. I've got literally shorts now and the tacky shoes on, because I just come for a workout. Except for this guy's in shorts. But this is pretty cold to them. But like usually in the summertime, you go out and you can't talk to people because you're just always sweating in the summertime. So you're constantly, stinky and sweaty. But now is a good time to go out. But for them, Paraguayans, they think this is cold. They think this is freezing. Where I think this is English summer weather. Disculpe, come here. Comida. Cerveza? Ah, no, I'm muy. No, nunca he bebido cerveza, solo vino tinto. Gracias, señor. It's okay. Amigo, is it a video para tú?
What?
Video para tú. ¿Está bien?
¿Para?
A video para tú.
Sí.
¿Está okay? ¿Está bien? Sí. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo es su nombre?
Manuel.
Mucho gusto. Are you paraguayo?
De Paraguay, estamos en la calle Palma,
sí,
en una feria de Cena Tour de la Secretaría Nacional de Turismo,
¿Turismo?
Que se llama Colores y Sabores.
Ah, bueno.
Acá estamos y tenemos mieles saborizadas.
Sí, cerveza aquí, muy bueno.
Sí.
Cerveza con sabor a miel.
A miel. Oh,
Miel de abeja.
con miel. Oh, muy delicioso.
Sí.
Que no gusta. Oh, gracias.
Sí, adelante.
Wow. So you have a cerveza beer con honey. I never thought about that. They're really cool. I might try some vino con honey. Muy delicioso. Oh, I gotta try it.
Honey. With
Yeah.
real
Wow.
real jalea.
Yeah.
Propolis
Oh, bueno.
con polen.
Oh, bueno.
Is
Really?
potenciador.
Oh, muy fuerte. Gracias, señor. Gracias. Thought about that. I'll just check my bag because I've been walking for so long and it's really crowded. And hola. Usually in Brazil, if I was in Rio de Janeiro, I would have been robbed like 5 times by now. But yeah, I'll check my bag. Yeah, I've got everything in. If this was Rio de Janeiro during Carnival, I would have been robbed like 5 times. That's really cool. Yeah, really peaceful. Really. It goes on and on. So yeah, this will only happen like once a month. Oh, excuse me, what's the festival? The festival is
Fiestas Patrias.
Fiesta
de
Patria.
Independencia.
Ah, okay.
210 de la independencia al Paraguay.
Ah.
210.
2 años. Okay, wow. Okay, gracias, amigos. So that's what it is. It's the day of independence. It's a whole weekend. We usually have fairs on every week, but this is strange. It goes on forever. So yeah, this sums up all my stories I've had. I've been on average maybe a year and a half or 2 years in Paraguay. Basically sums up all my experiences. I'm not sure what they're lining up for. Let's go check it out though. If you head down that way, that's where I got robbed. If you head down this way after midnight, then you're just asking to get robbed. Because the more you go down there, the more dangerous it gets. After midnight, you're just asking to get robbed if you're... But it's lucky, it's just 8 PM now here, so it's cool. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's going to be a tunnel interaction. It's going to be like a VR kind of thing. So maybe a VR kind of arcade kind of thing. Yeah, usually all of Paraguay is just kind of like staying inside, smoking weed. Friday, Saturday night is the only kind of action. But now it seems really cool. This is how like Brazil and Colombia are like all the time. But yeah, Paraguay is more of a place for old people to settle down. A big population of the Paraguay is mostly, I think it's like 60% of Paraguay is usually old people. They say old people walking dogs. A very small percentage of them is young people. That's why it's so paranoid as well. That's why they're not going to probably sleep here on the first night, because if they do, and one, abortion isn't legal here, which I wish it was like Argentina, but two, everybody knows everybody, because the percentage of young people like under 25 is like maybe 20% or even lower. So everybody, all the young people, everybody knows everybody. So if you sleep with a girl on the first night, everybody knows about it. And you see a guy who went to this hotel with this girl, and everybody knows about it. So but I've got a secret way of keeping it secret. I never, have like this girl. I think this girl likes me because I don't have Instagram right now. I mean, that guy, I just give that guy my backup Instagram, but kind of makes you off the radar. And obviously, not having Instagram is much more peaceful. You feel much more free to do what you want. So let's go get some liver. There's some liver here, where I showed you before, and it's absolutely really makes you feel strong. So that's everything, guys, and that sums up everything. I'm dressed. Two girls approached me before, but I'm not feeling. I'm at peace now. Like when I first arrived in Paraguay, I was like raging, like I think from NoFap and everything, and I was like, I've got to have sex, but now I'm just really at peace. The longer you stay in Paraguay, the more you get that, the more you enjoy. It's like that though. Anywhere you travel, if you see someone in a girl in another country, like I said, you feel much more attracted to her than if you are in the country, I think, because once you go to the country, you change a bit. Your biological state kind of changes and adapts to the environment. You feel the environment, and you understand, and you kind of. That's why travel is the biggest aphrodisiac, because if you're always traveling, then you never adapt to an environment. You never have an environment make you adapt to it. I never really adapt to it. I always try and be myself, but but it makes me chill. And obviously the second marijuana smokes make me a bit chill. And obviously you see a girl from a different country, she looks much better when you're in a different country, because you're not just seeing the person, you're seeing the environment, you're seeing the like a lot of girls in America, they look really 10 times really hot, really especially in Florida. Sorry, they look 10 times hotter. But you're not just looking at the girl, but up close, without makeup, without filters, she's probably a 3 out of 10. Because you're not just seeing the girl in a photo on Instagram, you're seeing the environment, the clear water of Florida. Clearwater Beach, and everything's much more colourful and much more vibrant. That's what stands out to you. But then when you have a girl up close, without the surrounding environment, without the beach, or the colourful lighting, or the lighting that makes them look good, up close, without the lighting, without the filters, they're just like a 5 out of 10. They're just human, just like you, with stretch marks and imperfections. I realised that even when when I try and pick like the 10 out of 10 girls that come to my hotel. Not hotel, you know, the rare times what we should do. Paraguay, happy, feliz independencia.
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 Saludos desde
Hello.
Paraguay.
What's your favorite thing to do in Paraguay? Your favorite thing to do in all of Paraguay?
Comida típica. Typic food.
Carne, mucho carne,
Sí.
cocido con leche,
Cocido con leche, chip asador.
tereré, mucho gusto amigo.
Éxito.
Gracias. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, if every day was like today, the Feliz Independencia, then Paraguay would probably be the second favorite country of all time. It's really cool. Wow. Really? That took him like a few seconds. That's amazing. Muy lindo. So yeah, just caricatures like here. Wow. Wow. You usually have it Costanera, the beach is just that way. They usually have stuff like that every single Sunday. So it's the best way to spend a Sunday after being up all night. After being up all night partying, you grab some chica, some leche con cocido, some tereré, and then you go walk on the beach and you get your caricature after partying all night. Yeah, they have a really peaceful kind of environment here, so they want to keep it that way, which is understandable. This is really cool. You see people out with the bottom there, that's really cool. But here they're more kind of they have a German mix, or a lot of them look kind of Indian. But here, yeah, I was in a club near London, just that way. They have a Londoner club that way. And I thought, oh, it'd be good to go since I'm British. It's like a London kind of club. And I was there all night and I went to a club around. So yeah, you see like this nice girl here who's got like a reddish kind of hair. You find people like that. And then it's kind of split half, and then you have like 50% is kind of like indigenous, kind of like Indian kind of type. But obviously, this today is a special day, so we're having people from all around Paraguay come here, German types, European types. Yeah, mainly German types. If you come here and you're white, people always say, "Oh, Alemania," so you just nod your head and say yes. It's really beautiful. Kind of remind me when I was in Slovakia. In Slovakia, they had dancers dressed like that. It's kind of like part of their culture and history. But here, yeah, it's just a really comfortable, not lazy, but peaceful kind of environment, and they don't like to ruin that. Everybody knows everyone. They're really family oriented, so it's less open-minded like Colombia or other places where, you know, they don't have to care about just their reputation, but here all they care about is their reputation on Facebook and Instagram and everything, because everybody knows everybody. So I went to a club, get some more water, me have a mate today. So yeah, I went to a club, like I was up all night, and then I went to a club. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning after being up all night, and I was talking to this girl. She was really into me. She gave me the eyes and everything, but a guy just walked straight in front of her, like he just like literally put his arm in front of me, in between me and her, and said no. Like they're really spoiled here by the girls. Because if you did that anywhere else, like in England or United States, so you know you get beat the crap out of, you know, for acting so paranoid. But you know, but here, yeah, every single girl I spoke to, I said, yeah, they come back to my hotel. I said, oh, it's muy paranoia here. And they're like, yeah, they agree. It's really paranoid here. It's kind of a shame. It's kind of like, but it's really peaceful. People say, why have you been here so long? It's just so comfortable. It's so peaceful and so comfortable. Like, obviously, if it wasn't for this Yerba Mate today, I wouldn't be here, because it helps me clean my body. I'm cleaning my body and getting refreshed for my next big like adventures, because I have to. This is really beautiful. Kind of like Germany. Colombia that you can talk to anyone, you go to anyone and talk to them and be like, have like 100% success rate in Colombia. I've not had one Colombian girl I've approached, but I've just been like, oh yeah, come back to me, please, let's do this. I think more so than Brazil, but here is more cagey in a way, more peaceful, like less adventurous in every single way. Because everybody here, the majority here smokes weed as well. But I'll get on the subject. Yeah, the Play Oasis stand by me. Just halfway through my workout, my calisthenic training, and just heard this. So. I think Buenos Aires, Argentina, is more big on Oasis because that's more European kind of blood. Like the majority there are kind of. Let's go check out where the light. Yeah, usually, obviously you have grasses, so it's a good place to take off my shoes and get some earth in. It's gonna be. Hopefully, play some more Oasis. So good to hear some good music. Because in clubs here, if you go to all the public clubs here, I really hate going to clubs because it's just all, you know, reggaeton and all that kind of stuff. Which is good to dance to, you see all the people twerking and everything, but sometimes you just get sick of it. I only go outside at night just to meet people, but it's kind of stressful as well. Especially when the guys see that you're foreigner, they're like, oh no, I gotta protect my kit. Yeah, I can't count how many times I've been out to a nightclub. You know, I've been working out, stressed out, going out. Because I'd rather stay in and have pizza. I think a lot of them do here. It's very stressful because it's a, like I said, it's a paranoid environment. Everybody knows everybody, so it doesn't make going out kind of fun. But I want to go out just have fun, just meet just with some mates and just like let loose, like I did in Manchester. In Manchester, when your mates invite you out, you just want to have fun and have a good time. I need to get to that mindset again, just having fun, have a good time instead of making videos. But yeah, I can't count how many times I've been out to a nightclub here. Yeah, here's where I usually chill out and I'm a today around about this time before my training. I usually work out and. But people say, why are you here? Why are you here? It's like when you go to grandma's house. It's like when you go to grandma's house and she feeds you up and you get really cozy and really comfortable. And you don't want to go home. It's kind of like that. It's like to the comfort zone. It's like, but I had an eye operation in USA, in Florida, so I had to rest my eye for 3 months. So this is a perfect excuse a perfect place to just rest my eye since there's not much adventure here. But it's just so peaceful, so kind of homely, especially after you have your yerba mate today, which cleanses me all out. So I've got some, yeah, like the majority of people are hola. Cheers guys, gracias. See, they're so friendly, they're so muy simpática, really cool. But yeah, it's here's where, yeah, I have people coming up to me. I used to drink some yerba mate today here, and so yeah, you have that here, and usually people come up to me and speak to me, and you've got to be careful in case people rob you. Yeah, usually kids come up to me all the time. But yeah, I think this is the perfect place to recharge, and I think I've recharged my batteries now. 3 months has gone by, so my eye has healed. I've got a flight to Colombia, but it's only a layover in Colombia because I'm going back to Florida to do some stuff. So I'm going to do a great video which I have in mind. I'm going to talk to as many Colombian, and because Colombian, I was so in love with Colombians. I think I've adapted too much to Paraguayans. Paraguayans are more, especially downtown here. In the outskirts, they're kind of open-minded. Like you saw where I was in Carmelitas, the girls and everything came up to me and talked to me and waving at me. But here, downtown, they're not, I wouldn't say cagey, well yeah, kind of cagey. They're not as open or adventurous as Colombians. Like you go, every Colombian girl I ever met has been like, I've never had a bad experience. Like, look at that, they got the red and the blue light, really pretty. And they got a concert here. But yeah, every Colombian, I've never met a Colombian girl that hasn't been like so, not, I wouldn't say easy, but like totally receptive. It's kind of like when you talk to Filipina girls. Filipina girls are so friendly, so receptive. But here is, I think Paraguayans would be like that if they had nature and adventure. Oh yeah, I think they're charging the speakers so you can't hear me. Yeah, I think they're charging speakers there, but here. Yeah, you might be able to hear me now. Yeah, I think they had this last year. I was here last year. They had a big festival. But I think every month they have some kind of fair here in Plaza area. But it's more of like a miniature version of this. It's more of a tamer version. This is like there's definitely something going on. I think this maybe selling the 5th of May, but that was last week. I'm not sure. But every month they always have stalls. But this is like probably the biggest fair it gets. But yeah, if you just want to, this is where I like to chill out. But I've had my rest now. I was gonna leave. I was gonna go to Brazil and go to the carnival, but I needed to rest my eyes some more. But yeah, I've travelled to like 5 different countries this year anyway. USA, Belize on the cruise, Bahamas, Mexico on the cruise. Only for a day on the cruise though. And but yeah, I'm getting really prepared to do other countries. To Rio de Janeiro again, Brazil, Colombia, maybe Venezuela this year. But I'm working on getting money behind me because I would have gone to Argentina or something. I would have tried to anyway, but I want to make sure I'm secure first. And also, I've got my flight coming up. I don't want to miss that. Yeah, this is the main street. It's like the main avenue here. This is where they have stalls from all around the world, and they usually have stalls here every single week. Sometimes, if not every week, then every month, selling stuff from all around the world. I think I've adapted though. I think I think I'm much more chill. I'm much more cool to talk to them, but when I first arrived from America, I felt a bit spoiled because America does spoil you a bit much, and that's good and bad. Like comfort zones are a bad thing. But yeah, I think as I was saying, so they're not as overall anyway. Some of them you do find some people like I said when I was in the club. I think last year I was in TTM's in Carmelitas, and I met an air hostess girl who was like really extremely receptive, and she came up to me and was like, Aaron, come here. She was always like chasing me and like hugging me and looking after me, you know. And the majority aren't like that. The majority like their own type, you know, stay with their own type, that kind of stuff, which is understandable. I think it's because they had a war going out, and the German population is becoming quite big here. The Germans are becoming quite liked here, and they kind of get a fear of white people coming here and stealing all their girls and stealing all their jobs and stealing everything. And that's totally understandable, because imagine if you were born in this kind of country and you have to work really, really hard, and you're like homeless, because there's a big homeless population here, and you try hard, giving blood, sweat and tears, starving every single day, working hard every day, and then you see like a guy born in LA. I mean, I was born I'm from England, I'm from Manchester, but even I get ticked off seeing like these rich Americans or whatever born, and then they come over and then they steal everything without even trying. But obviously, that's what they think Americans like. They think everyone is super rich, which obviously isn't true. We all have to work. We all have to work really hard. That's the cathedral. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, there's not much tourism here, touristic stuff here, because nothing ever happens. I have no idea what this is.
Pero Jorge ya era un niño grande y valiente, así que ¿qué dijo? Ahora ya hay una de la cama, así que voy a mirar lo que hay dentro.
Oh, they have kids. Yeah, here's a more. It's more I think it's because, like I was saying, it's a more polluted kind of city. Not polluted, but there's no sea, there's not much forest nearby, except for in the north. If you meet girls or people from the north country, the farm girls, those are the best. 'Cause those are really open-minded. But because it's such a small population, it's such a, like how do I say, like a small city. Everybody knows everybody. So that's when so everybody's scared of people only care about obviously not all of them. Like I said, the air hostess I was talking about was hugging me and really wanted me, and just like was really open-minded. Obviously, because an air hostess. Air hostesses are really open-minded. Where did the band go? Oh, the band is playing. So yeah, I'll tell you, I've had lots of instances where I'm gonna approach a group, or approach a guy, or approach a girl, and they've been like literally, oh, just go away, and like keep like. I approached a girl in a club. Okay. No, muy linda. I'm just in video para todos, para Paraguay turismo. Yeah, back here with my Venezuelan amiga from the other video. She's really cute, muy guapa. But yeah, they have a concert here, so we're just gonna check it out. But yeah, they have it here like once a month. They have like, but this is like, what's that TV? This is like, they have this every year. They had this last year. This is like the biggest of fair gifts. But every week they always have something here, which is really cool, really peaceful. And just finished my training, so let's go check it out. So here we have two. We have quesito con leche. I think it tastes horrible without the sugar. It's like really strong. I think it's good for the body because everything here in Paraguay is all about herbs. Like you have me tereré, which is just, look here, it's just herbs from the earth and everything. Natural earth. Oh, gracias. Like witch doctors have. You see lots of witch doctors here, like in Peru. Gracias, senor. But yeah, it's like really sugary, sweet tea. It's not probably nicer. Probably nice to taste it, but really sweet. But without the milk, I bought it in the supermarket without the milk, and it tastes horrible without the milk. And they have the chica, and I think they dip the chica in there. It's like a biscuit. But yeah, without the milk, that's the first time anyone's come up to me and been like really friendly. Usually not as friendly, but that's cool. I'm not going out tonight, so I'm just having a chill night, just walking. So I think my energy might be completely much more chill. Yeah, it's especially good. Especially good in winter time. This isn't good in summertime when you're always sweating, but this is like a warm cup of tea in winter time. It's absolutely delicious. Second best drink, so you have the first best drink is tereré, which cleanses your whole body, makes you feel alive, makes you fresh, neutralises your entire body. The mate, which everyone should drink to cleanse the whole colon, and you have this, which is just the tasty type, the sweet drink. Gracias, no. Gracias. So we have difficulty in walking this. Because here they have dairy milk as well. Gracias, no. Here they have dairy milk as well, and English cup of teas. That's probably one of the reasons why I come here, because if I miss English food. Many stories. I'll do a video of how I got robbed as well. Like we're going to get some liver now. Yeah, this is much better than going to a club. This is because in clubs and you're always shouting. People say, "Where you from? Where you from?" You can't hear each other talk, and it's a bit stressful. But now is the best time to come to Paraguay when it's kind of they think this is cold. But this is actually warm to me. This is like summer kind of weather. Oh, I wonder what that is. Oh, it's Venezuela. Oh, this is the same thing like the vegetariano, arepas. I think the arepas is like the mabuji we have here, which is like cheese and tapioca pastry. So we're trying out. I might get some of the other vegetariano one. Yeah, usually if you think around South America, it's all pastries, which they love. 5 my acai here, a big tub of acai. I usually dip everything in acai because it makes it taste 10 times better. I just get some chocolate, some dark chocolate, dip in acai, and it just makes you feel so good afterwards. Obviously, it's good for your dark chocolate. And yeah, frutilla juice. It's Zanahori. That's not Zanahori. That's orange. It's all orange. But we'll get some liver that I had yesterday. Let's see where they had the liver. Let's shop it's here or there. Yeah. Oh, they had the leche con cocido. We'll get some liver leche con cocido, which is beautiful. It's like the English, really sweet English. Here we go. Here we had it. I'll try and get 2, like a big cup. 2 big cups. It's like beautiful. Hola, amigo. ¿Cocido con leche?
¿Cocido con leche?
Yeah, cocido con leche.
Para llevar.
Sí, va. ¿No tienes grande?
Sí, o sea,
No, just solo este. Ah, okay. I'll get dos, por favor. Yeah, dos. Gracias, amigo. It's really beautiful. So they have the cocido, which is they're doing now. Cocido is like a tea, but it's like black tea, but without the milk, it just tastes horrible. See, it's there, it's really black. But then they have the milk. But if you buy this in the supermarket, I buy it at Super 6, which is like a supermarket here. Super 6 is Super 6. Sí, poquito.
¿Qué tal?
Hola, amigo. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Estás haciendo un blog?
Yeah, blog, a video para YouTube, you know, para comida, para
Where are you
bebida.
from?
Inglaterra, Manchester.
De Manchester. Éxito, suerte.
Gracias. ¿Cómo es su nombre?
José.
José. Muchas gracias por hablar inglés, amigo. So yeah, look at what I was gonna have. I had an STD scare the other week. Smoke all around. Smoke from all the cooking, the hamburgers, all the hamburgers. Yeah, people come here just to get a piss taken the lights. But yeah, I had an STD scare. I was a bit naive to it because I usually always use a condom, but I didn't use a condom because the girl was pretty sexy, you know. And I just rushed into it, so I didn't have a condom on me. But yeah, like I said, nothing is worth that scare that I got afterwards. Because I also went, after I slept with her, you know, the girl in the video, you might have seen a quick second of the video of her dressed in nylons in this schoolgirl outfit. She said she was clean, but then I was just relaxing in my hotel room and I got a message, because it's a really paranoid city, you know. Someone sleep with someone, a lot of people will find out about it, so you got to be a bit hush, you know, a bit secretive, because yeah, I got a message off a random guy. Just you know, he said, I think you better go to. He was a real guy. He had like lots of followers and everything. So it wasn't an Instagram that the girl set up. Said I think you better go to the hospital for a checkup. And I was like, why? I think he hinted that I better go to have my STDs checked up. And I told her I was clean and everything. And I think this guy was like, knew that me and this girl might have had the hanky panky, the funky donkey in the room, because everybody knows everybody here. That's the one thing why. That's the one bad side about it. It isn't like Colombia where it's a huge country, and like I said, because 20% of the people here are under the age of 25, so it's a very limited amount of people that you go online and you can basically meet all the people on Instagram, all the hot girls on Instagram within probably 10 minutes, because everybody knows everybody. That's one bad side about it. But yeah, so I had to be careful. I got a random message off this guy who was like, I think you better go for a checkup. I was like, why? He said, oh no, just go for a checkup, just make sure STDs, because I think they're pretty kind here. They are pretty relaxed. So he was looking out for me, because I think the girl might have been sleeping with more, you know, other people. I'm not sure if she's a virgin or not. I'm not sure. One thing I realised is the 10 out of 10 girls, the girls that I find really sexy with the really hot bodies, yeah, it's just a proving flag. They usually are like starfish, you know, because they might be a bit insecure about their body. They might have to be perfect. Like the 10 out of 10s are always insecure. So the 10 out of 10s might be the virgins, because they get a lot of hate from all the rest of, a lot of hate and jealousy from the 6 out of 10s, whereas the 6 out of 10 girls thinks they're 10 out of 10s. it's all backwards because, you know, they really fit in with society. So they're deluded because no one's jealous of them. The world's run on jealousy. But anyways, this girl, yeah. But she was really sexy, really, you know, fit body, you know, my type, you know, the legs, because I'm a legs guy. So I got me, but I remember I looked up online about age and checkup and everything, and I remember feeling a bit lethargic. But I think that's what I usually feel when I get away from the beach life, the Rio de Janeiro, when I get to polluted city like this. I usually feel kind of you know, I feel like I just want to go straight back to the beach. You know, it takes a while for my body to adapt. But then I have me over Matty today. Well, my body doesn't adapt, but it just like gets used to it, you know. And so I was feeling a bit lethargic. Thought, oh damn, I never want to go through that fear again. Nothing's worth it. Nothing's worth it. I said to myself, unless she's a 10 out of 10, I'm definitely not doing that kind of stuff again and checking up on her and asking her before. Because I did ask her, she said she was clean. But who knows? I remember looking up online about it, hearing about AIDS and all the symptoms and everything, and I just remember waiting in the hospital. I did my poop test and my wee test. It came back clear, but obviously, because yeah, I didn't do a lot of research beforehand, and afterwards I just did a lot of research on it. I never want to feel that fear again. Nothing is worth it, guys. Nothing is worth that. So yeah, don't be deluded by the Matrix. I'm back in the Matrix now. Nothing can get more Matrixy than Asuncion, where everyone's just tasting sex and money. I want to go back to Rio sometimes, but this day makes up for it. It's happy Independence Day. I think all the nightclub girls, because they have a famous nightclub here where Tao. I don't like nightclubs. I don't know if it's just me. Let me know if you're the same. If you don't like nightclubs, I'd rather just chill out outside where you can talk to each other. Oh look, they have a tourist. This is the first time we have a tourist bus. You never see this one. It doesn't have a roof, does it? That's because there's nothing to see in Asuncion. This is the first time I've seen one of those. NSA is like once it goes to different countries, but this is the first time. That'd be really cool to see on Independence Day. Yeah, nothing is worth that scare. I just thought I'd do anything to go back and not have sex with her, you know. Back when I was in the hotel room, thinking nothing is worth getting AIDS. It's just so always see the bigger picture, guys. See the lies behind the Matrix. Because girls like that. Girls are just all about delusions and smoke and mirrors for attention. So keep your eyes open, champs. Escape the Matrix. I was stupid enough to be deluded and come back to this city, like Neo when he was distracted by the girl in the red dress. I was distracted and came back to Matrix, and I wish I stayed in Zion because I always dream of the beach in Rio de Janeiro, me training there. And I've got to follow that dream because everyone else follows sex. Like everyone else is a bunch of robots following sex and money and lying and being the same robotic robots, just living miserable lives. And, you know, so be unique, see the lies and be honest. Honestly express yourself. That's going to lead to a hard but worthwhile life. Hated, but it isn't hard. It's only hard if you don't see the truth through the lies. So yeah, the time I got robbed, like I said, was near downtown. This is in the centre. This time before midnight, it's safe. There's lots of military police all around here. But where we were before, where I said the more you go down that way, more to the Costanera. After midnight, that's where it gets dangerous. I was stupid enough to walk like this. I was walking with my phone in my hand, and I'm walking in the Parliament building. I thought, oh, that'll be a touristic kind of place. So I was walking behind the Parliament building. Behind the Parliament building after midnight is where, I mean, because they have military police all around there with like guns and everything. So I think it's going to be safe. But then I walked behind the Parliament building, and that's where they have all the favela types, and the military police aren't there. I was doing a video and someone was looking over the favela like this. Next thing you know, someone grabs my phone and I grab him and he grabs my neck. And I was stupid enough to fight back because this guy could have easily killed me. He could have pulled out a knife and I could have bled out there and no one could have found out my body until the morning time. So never do that. Always give me your phone. And then it took a while. I had an adrenaline rush for like 5 minutes and I got his arm in an arm bar and I was about to, you know, break his arm, but then I realised this isn't worth it. I'll just give him a phone, so I just let go of the phone. So usually that's the thing, I usually get an adrenaline rush. The first few minutes of getting attacked or getting into a fight, you usually have an adrenaline rush when you first start. But just remember, just be calm, work out before so you're kind of calm. and just give him the phone, because I've seen so many videos of guys bleeding out. He could have easily come up behind me and just stabbed me in the neck, and I would have been bleeding out before I even know it. I've seen a video of a guy who, because you think a guy throws you a punch, you think, oh, he just threw me a punch. You know, I saw a video of a guy who, an honest working guy, he was Colombian, and he wasn't a foreigner. He was Colombian in Colombia, and a guy threw a punch, and then he just touched his neck, you know, because he punched his neck, and then I realised he was bleeding out from the neck, because it wasn't a punch, the guy threw a knife, and that's what they always do. They don't punch with fists, they punch with knives, so you've always got to it isn't worth it, nothing's worth it, so never get that adrenaline rush that I got into and just give them the phone straight away, because here the cowards these days, you know, you don't even realise it, you can't see it coming before you know, you feel liquid. You see with me, when I got punched in the face, I didn't even know I was bleeding. I used to get into fist fights with my best mate all the time, he was punching me, and I didn't even realise I got punched because it was in the dark, and I just feel this wetness like on my head. I thought, oh, it's raining, so I continued fighting. But then as we walked back, I realised I was bleeding out. I was bleeding, and I didn't realise till 5 minutes later, and that can happen to you. You don't realise it until you feel a wetness. You don't even see the fist coming, you just feel, oh, my face is wet, what's that? And then you realise he stabbed you in the neck, and you don't even see your life being over with, especially in relaxing environments like this. So yeah, nothing's worth it, guys. Always don't go to those bad areas, because your life's over before you know it. Hey, my Alfred, it's your favourite song? My Sharona. I'm always singing that. My Sharona. Happy Independence Day of Paraguay. That's why it's so packed. It might be good, Arsenal might be good, close to go to win squad. My Sharona. I just heard this jumping, remind me of you. Is that ¿Está bien? ¿Está bien?
Sí.
Okay, guys. Hey guys, so yeah, I got robado, I got robbed pasado año. A mi amiga, ¿cómo se nombre?
Hola, Mandy.
Mandy.
Amanda.
Oh, you can't see, so you got robbed aquí? Like,
Sí.
muy
Bienvenido a
peligroso.
Paraguay.
Paraguay. And
Welcome to Paraguay.
where was it? Was it aquí? Or?
Sí, acá nomás.
Ah, okay,
Pero
yeah.
así es Latinoamérica.
Last minute, is it robado chico or robado chica?
4 chicos.
Cuatro chicos?
Sí, 4 chicos.
Is that medianoche?
Un poquito más de la medianoche.
Medianoche?
Sí,
Más o menos.
Un poquito más.
Yeah, I got robado aquí, cinco horas aquí, like circa Costanera. But someone robbed me and they choked me. It's muy. Anyways,
Es muy peligroso, pero toca pues cuidarse nomás.
yeah, cuidado, medianoche, amiga. Anyways, muchas gracias, amiga. Muy
Nos
buena.
vemos, Ariel.
Let's be honest. So yeah, Plaza O'Leary. Probably the where things happen, where things go down. Is where, after drinking me every match today, which is here, and I poop out everything. I cleanse all my colon and everything. Then I come here to work out, do some training here, do some pull-ups here. Then I do some push-ups here with one arm here, one arm here. Which usually activates the chest and the back. I need to have kids coming up to me, looking at me and staring at me, trying to rob me. But the adults are more cagey because, like I said, everybody knows everybody, so they're wary of outsiders a bit. Alright guys, this is the real Paraguay, because here they have things like this going on every month, fairs like this, where the in Plaza O'Leary, this is where I used to have my Day and I have my outdoor training to make myself feel alive. So I drink Day in the morning, which makes me poop and cleanse out all my organs, and then I go for a workout. See, they're just playing Radiohead here, which is really cool, because they play like old kind of 90s stuff, but this is the real Paraguay, when they have fairs like this every month or so. It's really cool. Bit here's where I used to do my Day. I thought it'd be empty today, but it's just full of this fair. I don't know what they're celebrating, but usually they just find something to celebrate, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, Paraguay is a place to come where you want to relax, want to chill out. A really peaceful kind of environment, but if you're a young guy after adventure, I'm not too sure, but it's a good, like, Saturday and Friday night is the best probably night out, because they all go wild here. they'll go wild on Friday, Saturday night. But at the same time, you still find a few people who are a bit racist towards foreigners here. You know, a bit cringe. Well, not racist, but like cagey, because they like their paradise. They like their little peaceful, quaint, and they don't want anyone ruining it. If you know what I mean. There are a few people like that, but not all of them, obviously. Just a few parts. But you get people like that everywhere. Is that Peruvian flag? Yeah. It's always a part of Paraguay. Oh, they have blue on that side. Yeah, I came here yesterday. They have a fair. They have stalls from all around the world. The whole street here is just full with stalls from people selling food from Mexico, from Peru, and everywhere. It's really cool. Yeah, I used to have a today, but I just found some today, but it's not as good. No ginger, because they used to have the ginger, which makes me poop, cleanse out all my organs, cleanse out all my colon and everything, and it makes me feel alive. Yeah, you have cool guys like this who walk around with chica on their heads. Kind of like in Peru. In Peru, they're really spiritual. And have people like that who walk around with stuff like that. You see like little ladies dressed up like this nice lady here. So yeah, we're gonna go check out. This is like probably the best of Paraguay in the Plaza all area downtown. But downtown here gets a bit dangerous, a bit cagey, a bit not dangerous. Dangerous at night time after midnight. Be down there, because down there's where I got robbed. I think last year someone robbed my phone off me and started strangling me. I'll do that. I'll talk about it in another video. But the more you head towards a nice place like Carmelitas, the more intelligent and upper class they are. But here, if you're a foreigner, you might get a few bad looks, but not all of them. But now we have everyone. Usually this place is quiet, but now you'll have people from Paraguay coming all over to enjoy this fair. So let's go check it out. So yeah, you only walked 5 seconds, and I just came across this place. Chica caliente. It is the major food of. It's the chipa.
Chipa asador.
Chipa asador. Alright. Chipa is like a thing where it's just cheese and bread. Like a lot of places in South America is all cheese and bread and pastries. Pastries like the empanadas they're famous for. But yeah, I usually come here to chill out. This is Plaza Uruguay. Here's where I usually stand and have my té de day, which is here. But there's no té de day place. There's no ginger. They don't have any herbs or anything which cleanses the whole body today. So. I just thought I'd wander around this fair. I'm gonna grab some acai and I'm in the mood for some acai, some Mexican food that I saw yesterday. And they have a quesito con leche. Quesito con leche is here, which is like a tea, a sugary tea, really delicious. Like a milky English kind of tea. Like Paraguay is all good for herbs. It's all about herbs. Like in Peru, it's all herbs and medicines, witch doctors, that kind of stuff. But here's a more tamer version of that. It's like cheese and bread. I've never seen it on this though. I usually have it in a ring shape, but this is really cool. I'm not sure if this is real sticks. I'm not sure it's going to be affected by the sticks or anything. We'll try and get some later. We'll go get some liver. I saw some liver for the first time in Paraguay. Felt me really good, so we'll go get some liver there. Happy Independence Day, Paraguay!
Que no se achica, que te recibe con la sopa y con la chipa.
Con la chipa. We know what chipa is.